Hello and welcome back to the Spellcorp Industrial Complex. If you were here last time, you may have seen we built this wonderful garbage truck and we had it start picking up some garbage from around the neighborhood here. And today, we need a real place to put that garbage because last time we dumped it in the ocean and we need to do a little better than that. So we're going to be making a garbage dump and we're going to be looking at getting up an automated garbage route. So let's get going. That's right, last time we got our little garbage truck here up and running and we can drive it and it can pick up garbage, but now we need a safe place to put the garbage. So I'm thinking we gotta get a big old dump going, and there's no better place than clearing a forest to build a dump and landfill. And it's great, look there's already this big garbage hill right here that we looked at earlier on, you know, this anthill looking thing from our clipboard that the investors wanted me to check out anyways. What better way to check it out than to incorporate it into the Spellcorp Industrial Complex? That's great. We're going to build it right in the dump. It's fantastic. I just hope there's no actual ants in there because I do not want them tearing up my landfill. Anyways, first things first, we're going to have to clear some trees. We're going to have to get a fence perimeter set up, and then we can start loading some garbage in. So let me get going. Oh my goodness. This place is making scary noises. We'll stay away from it for now, but that doesn't sound good. And maybe it is good if we keep this in near the garbage. Why are they growling? It's growling. The hill is growling. Okay, that's probably a pretty good start, and I'm thinking we can have a fence run up along in the back of the trees around the thing here, this way, and then maybe this way. And then we have these kind of pits in the middle of the garbage dump. Not in the middle, but off to the side. But in the dump, there's these pits, and there's skeleton horses everywhere. These things keep spawning. They're probably adding leg. I gotta kill all these, I think. But there's that pit, and there's one over there, and that might be perfect for our dump. We might just be able to throw a bunch of stuff in and pack it full of dirt. It's great. It is fantastic. Okay. Fence time? Fence time. Also, I'm gonna kill these horses. Here we are, the new area for our landfill. Look at this, we got our fence going all the way around the perimeter, runs through the trees back there, through the pit here. We got lots of space to work with, lots of space to do a lot of things in here, and I'm very happy with this. Over here, we made it kind of in this chasm, almost like maybe this like sunk in at some point, so the fence kind of fell down. I kind of like it, neat little thing. Could add some stuff for us to do later with this, I don't know, maybe like maybe there's like a little secret route through here to get in and stuff, and something's happening at the landfill. But we got lots of ground to work with. I'm gonna have to do a lot of decorating, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to it all today because I'm on a bit of a time crunch. But first things first, with this in this space, I want to build a little office, and I think we're gonna make similar offices, sort of to like how we have our little trailer over there. We're gonna build a couple of those here, and then start getting some dirt on the ground, dirtying it up, figuring out where our garbage trucks are gonna go, and maybe where they're gonna start dumping some stuff. So I'm gonna maybe build a few of those trailers here. Like I think right along this side is probably pretty good. And then we can figure out the rest after that and start laying some dirt and stuff. Oh, these sheet metal blocks are kind of annoying to make. I have to punch all the metal into the iron plates and then take the plates and then craft the stuff out of them. It's gonna take me a bit of time, and I want a bunch of different colors of them, so here I wait. Been doing a little bit of dirt changing out here, making this look a little bit kind of muddier and dirtier around here. I'm thinking the whole landfill's kind of gonna be like this, so it just looks like a lot of old dirt. And then I have a bunch of mud blocks and stuff, and some of these muddy mangrove things and soapstone that we're going to start to mix in later, just because with this we can also get kind of a nice gradient of blocks to add, so that we add some darker stuff around, make it look real kind of dirty. It does just have to look dirty at the end of the day, so that's what we're going to be going for with a lot of that. But I want to talk about these trailers for a second and kind of what we're going to do with them, because I have a weird idea. Let's talk a little about these trailers, what they're going to do, and why we're building a dump. Obviously, as we've talked about before, I want a way to automatically pick up all my garbage from the industrial complex and bring it here. And then I'd like to be able to sort through the garbage. And use some of that garbage to recycle and make new materials, and it just seems kind of fun. Seems like a weird, interesting project that's kind of weird and quirky and unique, and I like it because I think it's fun and mildly entertaining at the least, and a little impractical. And that's what I'm all about. I love stuff like that. So this garbage dump is going to be the center for that. Basically, we're going to have our trucks running. We'll probably have just the one because I don't think I really need more than that at the Spellcorp Industrial Complex. We're going to have this truck running. It's going to run around. It'll pick up garbage maybe once every like couple of days in game. It'll run, so like maybe like 3 days. It runs, it picks up the garbage, it comes back to the dump, it dumps it all off, and then the dump can start sorting through stuff. So we might have piles of garbage around, and stuff that doesn't get recycled gets thrown into all these piles of garbage. So there's storage for that sort of stuff. And then there's also going to be the stuff that gets recycled, and the stuff that gets recycled will probably be picked up by another truck and sent out to the warehouse or something so that we can have useful items. And there's a few other fun things I want to do with the sort of garbage project as well. Like, I'd like to be able to monitor the garbage bins to see if there's too much garbage in the town, and then we should know from how much garbage it is whether we should send out a truck or not. So we want to run one every 3 days in game, right? But what if the garbage is full? What if I filled up all the bins in town and the garbage isn't set to come for another 3 days? We're going to have a huge problem on our hands. So I want a system here at the dump that's going to be able to monitor the garbage levels in the industrial complex. It'll be able to check all the garbage. It'll be able to tell us how much garbage there is. And then if there's too much garbage, it'll send out a truck early. So that way we never have to deal with like overflowing the garbage in the industrial complex. I spent quite a bit of time yesterday kind of trying to figure out how I might achieve such a system, and I think the best way I'm going to do that is building a computer craft network, and that computer craft network will be able to send all sorts of signals around telling me how much garbage it is, send it to a main computer here, and then that main computer can tell me how much stuff there is to be recycled. And I wrote up some temporary programs, some testing things to play around with that I think I kind of like and how they work, that are also pretty easily implemented into our world here. And then I just have to figure out the monitoring system. But I'm not going to deal with any of that right now. For now, we want to get our garbage truck actually up and running in that it can pick up garbage. I don't care about monitoring the system yet. We want it picking up garbage, so we need a place to dump it, which is why we're doing this today. So these trailers that we're building, the whole point of these trailers is basically just so that we have a place to run that stuff, the monitoring systems and whatnot. Kind of a little base in here. It'll be nice, and it just looks kind of cool. Adds more of that industrial feel, I think, to the whole dump. So I'm loving that. I'm going to get to building here. These take a bit of time. I got to color them correctly and whatnot. So we'll play around with some of this stuff. And, yeah, we'll be back in a bit. I'll come back once I have these trailers done and we can show it all off. Eating a bunch of salted crackers. I'm stuck in my teeth now. Horrible. Actually, the worst part about them, they taste really good. I mean, they don't taste like much. They kind of taste like cardboard, but oh, man. I love them, but they stick in your teeth. We'll get it out. We'll get it out. All right, here we go. Some of these trailers all set up. They look really, really good. And I've started changing some of the terrain, adding more piles of dirt and stuff, make it a little more busy looking, because we do kind of want this to be overwhelming, kind of gross to come into. Starting to get that shape. I think we're going to need big garbage piles at the back and like over here around this pit. Maybe more garbage. I think we might actually just fill this in with garbage. It's going to take me some time to decorate everything. I want all sorts of stuff like that. I'd kind of like to make a garbage truck like that one. One that's not actually a train, but I think we can make it so using like a mechanical bearing, we can make part of it rotate. So we might make a garbage truck backed up somewhere look like it's dumping a bunch of garbage down. That could look really, really cool. I think that would be a nice little detail. But now that we have some of this stuff set up for now, I think it's time to start playing around with the garbage truck and getting all that going, because that's really what I want to accomplish today. The decorative stuff, it's interesting to look at, but my process is generally quite slow with how I build. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it all today, but what I can do is I can start making a garbage route. So let's get moving on that. The first step to our garbage route is going to be finishing up the train tracks and making sure everything is properly connected. I don't know about a road in between here. I don't really know how I want to lay out this whole setup yet. I think we'll probably end up having a road going east this way. And then maybe a dirt path that comes up straight through here to connect up to this section. And then so our garbage truck can come out this way. It can go onto the road. And then it can collect garbage here. Want to create labs. We'll have another garbage bin in, I think, this section. And then more as time goes on. But it'll be those kind of 3 main ones for now. So as for the route, we have to hook up roads so that our garbage truck can get onto this main road first. And make sure it uses the proper lanes this time. So I guess I have to kind of start digging underground and placing this. I think it has to be... It's like 5 blocks under just because of my stilts. So if I just dig underneath, we can start playing around with that. We might just start from that side and go straight into here too. Let's start right from the entrance here. We want it to come in, and it is, I confirmed, it is going to be 5 blocks like this. And we'll want probably a tunnel going out this way here. I've decided that this road is going to come kind of down at an angle onto here. So we're going to have to make it kind of jagged, which is what I'm working at away down here right now. There's our train. Now we just have to get it out that way. It drops off by 1 block, so we'll have to slope it down a little bit too. Now I don't think it'll let me make turns at angles, will it? Oh, it will. It will let us make a turn like that. Okay, cool. Now let's see if it can properly drive along this. Man, it is always raining in our world. Is there a way I can I can make the rain, like, not happen? Okay, let's see. We want to take a right turn here, and it should go along through the earth. It kicks us out. Yeah, that kind of worked, I guess. It drives the rest of the way into here, and it stops. Okay, so now we want kind of same thing, have it go straight ahead, kind of at an angle there. Okay, so I have to clear more dirt underground. Okay, set up some tracks. We can see here if it's kind of the right path. Curves, it goes down a bit. Kind of curves this way. It is they kind of look funny as it zigzags. There's no like option to make it go kind of like completely straight at an angle. It always has these little curves at the end, so I think I just have to try to make it as long as possible before it does that. So we're gonna have to mess around with that a little bit, but it's okay. It's kind of on the right path so far. So I think after the bottom here, maybe we can connect it the rest of the way and make it look a bit better. How about now? How does it look? A little bit better. A little bit better. We got to make that little the zigzag part a bit longer, I think. Or further back? We're almost there. We're almost there. It's looking better. Okay, I think I finally got it looking okay. So it comes down the ramp at a bit of an angle. It curves a bit. It's very hard because of those kind of jiggly looking curves, but it drives through here and then it drives forward. Fantastic. And I think the way we're going to handle the garbage truck here is the spot to my left, right over here, this whole area. I think this is where we're going to make it park. So we can have it pull forward and then back in, and it can stop here, and it can dump its garbage over there. So this is good. This is a good spot for it to be able to come, and then we want to make it curve that way and back up. Now we have to figure out how to make our car kind of properly go backwards on schedule, which turns out to be a little trickier than I would have thought. Okay, we got this set up. So the garbage truck comes in, it's going to drive, and it comes forward to the right. And then if I hold back left, it should back up into its parking spot here. The issue is this is a little bit difficult to automate with scheduling, and I'll explain kind of why. Basically, let's go down to the ground here and take a look. Here's our rail setup, right? We come in from this way, and our train goes straight to here. It's going to stop here, and then it backs up. That's how we get this path, right? But with train stations, I thought I had train stations in here to demonstrate with, but I don't, so I have to go make some. Train stations acquired. Okay, if we place a train station at the end of this track here, basically we can mark our garbage truck. So it comes in, it comes to this station, it's going to stop at this station. And then once it's stopped at this station, we want it to back up. But here's the issue with train stations. Let's take a look at the ponder. Right here, this is the important one. Mind that a station can only be approached from the indicated direction, which means if we have, I don't know, a station back here, if we place a station way back here at the end for where we want it to back up to, you see how that little arrow's going this way? Well, our garbage truck isn't going to know how to go this way because what we deem as reversing just by holding S and going backwards, the train on an automated schedule doesn't do that same thing. It doesn't know how to back up. It doesn't know how to drive backwards. So what we're actually going to have to do is we're going to have to add another set of train controls to our garbage truck. This first set of train controls here, this only will allow a train on a schedule to go forward. It won't let it back up, so we'll have to put another set of train controls in the other direction so that our driver, whoever that may be, can go backwards as well. So we have to disassemble this thing and add that so that it has that ability. We're going to add this other track here as well so that when we do take our garbage truck, it can drive out going forward and it doesn't have to just reverse the whole way out of the garbage dump because that would be silly. So I think now if we hold right and forwards, it should drive straight out. And it cuts the turn nice and sharp. And then from here, it should go up the zigzag, up the pattern. Awesome, awesome. So we have a nice way to drive in and reverse backwards. I think we actually, am I holding the right one? We're going the wrong way. Uh-oh, uh-oh. No, 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 we don't want that. I can't figure out how to back it up correctly again. Did I do it? Nope. I don't know how to do it. I'm on the hunt for someone to drive our garbage truck. Because if we want to go further today with our garbage route, we need a dedicated driver. Someone who can handle the job. And I know just who to look for, but he's going to be hard to find. Look at this crazy spaceship airship thing, too. This is insane. There's some actually wild structures in this mod pack. I've never gone up to this thing. I've gone past it, but I don't know what it actually is. There's mob spawners. What kind of spawners are these? The Imperial March. Oh, wow. Withers on phantoms. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Find a heavenly challenger. It's a phantom spawner. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, we'll hit the water. We'll be safe. I kind of want those phantom spawners. That would be cool. Ah, I don't want to deal with this. That seems scary right now. We might die. We're too far from home. I got to hunt down my conductor. I have to hunt down my conductor. I'm getting sniped still. Oh, no. We could die. We could die. No! You're kidding me. Really? And I spawned at world spawn. That is terrible. That sucks. I think we're getting close. It's starting to smell a little dirty. Smell a little bad. There he is. Against all odds, evolution hasn't gotten rid of these guys. Hello, dear friend. You're coming home with me. I'm taking you. Look at this. This is amazing. Look at this place. Wow. Very cool. I could live out here. Don't want to, though. It's too much nature. Too, yucky. I need Wi-Fi. Oh, no. This is a mistake. I can't even put him in the garbage truck. What a waste. What a waste. Well, he can live. He can live at the garbage dump, I guess. He can stay here. You can hang out, bud. Don't die. If the garbage truck ever hits him, he's dead. We might have to find a better spot for him. We'll find a new conductor after, but for now, we're going to disassemble our garbage truck because we got to add that second set of train controls to it. And I want to clear these blocks out as well, just for the moment, so that our glass panes don't end up stuck in a state that we don't want them in when we glue it back together. I don't think the train controls have to be directly by a seat or anything, so I think we can actually just hide them in this section here and then put our white blocks back up. Did we lose one of them? Where did it go? We lost it. How? Oh, it must have went in one of these hoppers. That's where that door went? It went inside the hopper? I thought I lost these frame doors. Is there more in there? Oh my gosh. There is. Wow. Okay. Nice. I thought I lost all that stuff. Cool. Good to know it was actually somewhere still. Okay. Now with those train controls, and these all look good, we can reassemble the train and put our mud stuff back again. Oh, hey, you know what? Who better to represent our garbage dump than a pig? That's right. Pigs are great. Pigs are, you know what? Pigs are the perfect representative and mascot of our garbage dump, and I'll tell you why, okay? People think pigs are these big, dirty, stinky, smelly animals, and sure, maybe they're stinky and smelly. That I can't deny, but pigs, for the most part, are pretty sanitary compared to other animals, you know? They keep their food and their waste separate. They like to keep things kind of organized. Their sleeping areas and eating areas are clean. They don't like to poop in those. So maybe pigs are pretty good. Maybe they represent the sanitation portion of Spellcorp Industrial Complex. I'm just going to keep telling myself that. Now that we have a new driver who can actually drive the truck and just barely see over the dashboard, we can get our route set up. So, what do we need? We need one of these train schedules, and we need to set up a couple different train stations. To figure this out, to demo this, we're just going to set up 3 or 4 train stations just in this little area, make sure it works, and then we can up the scale and make it our full area. So let's go underground to our train station rail system down here and see what we have at the minute. So we don't actually need this one. This one is unnecessary. That was so I could break it. But we do need this one here, and this will be, we can give it a name. We'll call it garbage truck parking. We'll call it garbage truck parking, sure. So we have that. Oh, why didn't it save my name? We'll have this station way up here that we're gonna call this one garbage truck parking BZ. BZ standing for backup zone, because we're gonna need to dedicate this as a backup section. Okay, and then we want maybe one out this way so that we drive all the way out at the end. And we'll make it face, say, like that. And we're gonna call this one exiting dump. This one's gonna be a temporary station. It's just to demo it for now. Let's pretend and simulate it's coming into the dump, right? We wanna make it back up. So let's drive it forward a bit. Okay, we're gonna back out of the station for the minute. And here's how we wanna do this. Here's what we wanna do. We're gonna take our pig and put him back in. There you go, buddy. So, first things first, we have our train schedule. And what we wanna do first is we want our garbage truck to drive in. We want it to approach the backup zone, and then it's gonna back up into the parking spot. And then we're gonna have it stop. And maybe once it's got a redstone signal, only then will it leave the station. So, how's our train schedule work? Well, the train schedule is pretty cool. We can open it up, we can add an action, and first action, there's a couple different options. We can travel to a station, we can update a schedule title, we can limit the max speed, we can power redstone link, or we can waypoint through station. I don't know what any of these do except for travel to station, limit max speed, and power redstone link. I don't know what schedule title, and I don't know what waypoint through station actually are, but we're going to do travel to station, and for the first one, we have a couple other stations set up in the industrial complex right now. The warehouse station and track station and warehouse garbage stop. These are all ones I was using last time to play around, so we'll have to clean those up. But to start, we want garbage truck parking backup zone, and we want to go there, and then we want to wait probably not 5 seconds, but maybe, honestly, like 0 seconds. We don't really have to wait. We want to go there, and then we want to back up, and then we're going to go to the garbage truck parking, and here we're going to change the schedule delay to instead wait for station to be powered. So what that means is it won't leave the station until we power its station. And then that way we can control when it goes. And then after that, we want it to drive to this one, the exiting dump station. And then from there, probably for now, same thing. We'll just do station powered just so that it doesn't go anywhere. We want it to stop once it's there. But let's give this a test. We'll go to sleep first, and we'll see it during the day and see if it works. Okay, we're going to give our schedule to the pig, and we're going to see where he goes. He's going to drive super fast into here. We might have to limit the speed, but he pulls into the backing area. No suitable path to the next destination could be found. That might be a problem. This is the same error that you get when the garbage truck can't back up because it doesn't have train controls, so we may have to make the train controls visible to the driver. Well, back to the station for a remodel. What just happened? My garbage truck just ran away really fast. I don't know how I did that. Whoops, and the pig's bouncing around. Driver's gone missing. Oh boy. I gotta take his schedule away from him and fix this now. New driver's been found. Good, good, good. Great. Okay. Maybe it'll know what to do now. Maybe it'll go the right way. We lost the driver again. Is it going too fast and losing him? What is happening? Okay. Is it gonna be fixed though? Let's see. It should pull in. And is it properly gonna back up? It backs up. Oh, amazing. Okay, so I fixed it. And only a few hiccups along the way, right, Piggy? There, you can stay in your truck, though. You can stay in there. Good, good, good. Now with that all set up, backing up works on a schedule, we can run around town, rig up some rails, and get a good schedule going for Mr. Piggy. Before I run off and set up the rest of the rail system, we're just going to throw some levers on these quickly, and I can show you that once we actually do pull the lever and that redstone's activated like our train schedule said, this thing should be on its way. So we pull that, it starts driving forward, it'll go to that next stop, and it should just stay stopped at that one, and it won't go anywhere until we pull it again. Fantastic. I found out why the pig keeps getting ejected. Basically, this lip here, it's too tall, and then the pig collides with it, and it launches it out. It's the same reason I got launched out of the garbage truck earlier, so we're going to clean this up just for now. We'll make the actual path later, but we'll just clean this up like that for the minute, and hopefully that works. I've set up a little trash dispenser here for our garbage truck at the station that's going to pull all the garbage out and start throwing it into the landfill, piling up all the garbage. It'll only do it when I release this lever, though, so that we can make sure everything works properly and is working. But I've set up the train tracks around. I've added some new stations, changed them around, so we need to make a new schedule for our train to follow, and I'll guide you through with that because I think I should be able to get this to work. So we're starting at where are we? We're right now at our garbage truck parking is where we're at. So the ones we have is there's going to be what? Oh, here we go. Scroll down. I missed that. I didn't know what these two were. But there's a Create Labs garbage bin, Create Labs backup zone, and a warehouse garbage bin, and we want to add all of those in. So the first one on the route is the warehouse garbage bin. That's going to be our first one. But I'm realizing, too, our truck moves way too fast. So first thing we're actually going to do is we're going to limit the max speed, and we're going to limit it to 50% so that it drives at a nice speed through everything. We're going to travel to the station. Where is it? Warehouse garbage bin. Okay, and instead of waiting 5 seconds, what we're going to do is we're going to change it to cargo inactivity, and we're going to change that to, I don't know, 2 seconds. And that basically means if there's nothing happening with the cargo for 2 seconds, then the garbage truck's going to drive. Maybe we'll do 3 instead. How that's going to work for our garbage truck is when it's picking up stuff, if the garbage truck fills up, then it's not going to be taking any more items. The cargo's going to be inactive. It's not going to be interacting. And it's going to leave after 3 seconds. If the garbage bin empties and there's nothing else to pick up from the bin, after 3 seconds, our garbage truck's going to leave. So that's just the perfect ideal setting for us. So we're going to want that. And then after the warehouse garbage bin, we're going to go to the Create Labs backup zone. This one, we're going to wait 0 seconds. And then we're going to back up into Create Labs. And that'll be the Create Labs garbage bin. And there, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do cargo inactivity for 3 seconds. And then from the Create Labs bin, we're going to want to drive back to the dump here. And so we're going to travel to station garbage truck parking backup zone. Wait 0 seconds. And then we're going to back up into our garbage truck parking. And we're going to set that to wait for station to be powered. We're going to change that to be station to be powered. We could have it set to loop forever, and then every time we power our garbage truck station, it'll send it off for one tour, and then we can do that once every couple of days, and it should be pretty easy from there. I think this will work. I guess we can just test it out. We can give our pig the schedule and make sure it's all good to go. I just want to make sure that this station here, the starting station, isn't powered so that when it does get back later, it doesn't automatically go again and it just stays parked because we're only going to do one test run. But let's give it a try. All right, this is the fated moment. We're going to give our pig the schedule. We're going to shut his door. No suitable path found. Amazing. It immediately fails. Why? Why is there no suitable path found to the garbage bin? Okay, I think I fixed it. I'm pretty sure it was just a simple case of a few rails missing. So it should just start going now, and we can ride along on our truck. This is still really fast. It is still incredibly fast. Oh my goodness. Will it make it up? It correctly makes it up. We're losing it. We're losing it. We gotta catch up. Okay, there it goes. It should stop over at the station. It's raining now too. Great. I should add a passenger seat in the garbage truck, but it picks up the garbage from there. It's going to run all the way around the loop, and it's going to enter the backup area. It didn't even pick up the garbage. Why? Oh, no. Here it comes. Here it comes. I don't want to get hit by it. It should stop, and it should back up. Okay, that's all correct. It's beeping. It's driving really fast. Okay, it should start sucking stuff out of here, right? It's pulling stuff out. It didn't at the other one for some reason, and I wonder if maybe I just messed up the spacing of it, or because the chunk wasn't loaded, and I don't know, something happened over there clearly, but this one's going, and we can hop on. So when this empties, we'll be good to go. It's almost got all the garbage, and it stayed here the whole time, so that's pretty good. Just this final stack left, and we'll see if it'll make it all the way back to the dump and stop there where it's supposed to. Okay, let's go. Let's make sure we're on the front of this thing so we're in a safe spot. It should be done any second. It's going to drive away. Okay, good. Yeah, this thing's still way too fast. It's driving way too unsafe through the area. Cutting corners way too sharp. Oh my goodness. Okay, but it's coming back. This way, it should take this turn. Takes the exit ramp. In towards the dump. Oh my goodness. Come on, is this gonna work? This is amazing. Okay, it's gonna back up. We can get off it. It backs up to the spot. Okay. And here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, would you look at that? All the garbage we got today. Amazing. Oh, that's so good. Well, we sure did a lot today. So, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to join us next time where we do more at the Spellcorp Industrial Complex and we get more of our garbage system going. Love you. Bye. Bye-bye.